Hey there everybody, my name's Jemison and welcome to my channel. For today's Core Keeper video, I'll be showing you a melee build that can get a beginner, low level player over 1k base damage, or a player with a maxed out melee skill tree up to 1.5k base damage. And yes, that's base damage. It only goes up once you factor in critical hits and bonus boss damage. And with that intro out the way, let's get on with this build. Alright, before I run down the gear, I'm actually just going to quickly show you my skills. This is a brand new character, all his stats are low. Alright, so onto the items themselves. In our accessory side over here on the right, you're going to need 2 sky rings, which are achieved by farming Uzios, the Sky Titan. 2 or 3 times with him will probably give you these 2 sky rings, which will give you a total of 27% bonus melee damage. And at the top of our list, we have our polished gold crystal necklace. But with that, you'll get the extra 22.5%. Which straight up, thanks to these 3 items, will give you just shy of a 50% bonus, which means if you do 100 damage, you'll get an extra 50, so you'll do 150. Now moving on to the left side of our player loadout, we're going to have to farm Omeroth the Sea Titan until we get his leg armor, which will give us 7.5% damage once we've reinforced it. And we're going to need his beak, which will give us 29.1. This is the hardest one to get. I had to farm him about 20 times before it dropped, so it is incredibly rare. So I advise get it off somebody else who has a spare. And then we come up here to our chest piece and our helmet, both of which come from Morph the Aquatic Mass, which is the Sunken Seas version to Ivy. And as you can see, it's 8% damage, and I believe that applies across the board, mining, ranged, melee. And we reinforce it to get the extra 1.9, bringing it up to 10. And then we have the chest piece that'll give us 11.9. And we're going to reinforce that again for an extra 1.8, which will give us 13 and a bit. It straight away gives us 109% bonus melee damage, basically doubling whatever damage output range your weapon has. But if you want to get the most out of it in just pure raw damage, I would use the Octarine Axe when reinforced, because that'll give you anywhere from 245 to just shy of 300 normally. And if you reinforce it, it'll give you up to 350, and you get increased a chance of critical hits, meaning it'll exceed this number if you get a crit. And now on to the best part of this build, is the foodstuffs. For this, I want to use the best possible food buff, which is the Epic Moldy Cheese. If you don't know how to make it, it's made by combining a mold shark with a golden Pathungi, and if you have a high enough cooking skill, there is a chance you'll get the Epic instead of the rare variant. And the Epic, as you can see, will give us an extra 57.9% melee damage for 5 minutes when consumed, raising our damage, as you can see, from shy of 900 to 999 up to a whopping 1200. And here, if you're fighting a boss or a bunch of enemies in a pinch, you can also couple this with the 30-second Enrage potion. And that's that for a basic squishy level 1 character. But I do want to add, if you've maxed out your melee all the way, you'll get all these bonuses that apply whilst in combat, which will raise it even further. It's a bit hard to open up the tab menu and see what the boost is, but they'll give you that. And if you have maxed it out, the melee combat tree as a whole, by getting to 100, will give you another 50% on top of this, meaning you'll get a 200% or greater melee boost on top of your best weapon. And just to show you that it hits hard with this low tier character, I'm going to go running down to my mob farm, and we're going to kill some things. I'll see you down there. And as you can see, we were popping off 1k to 2k damage before getting swamped by the mob, which is impressive considering how low tier this character is. But this is where I'll conclude this video, guys. If you liked this build, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. And if you'd like to leave some feedback on this video, a suggestion for a future one, or you would just like to say g'day, drop me a comment down below. And if you'd really like to help myself and the channel out, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Once again, my name is Jemison, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.